Good morning, everyone, and welcome one more day to this your computer security channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about that almost forgotten mobile messages. So if you want to know how you can be hacked with a simple SMS, this is your video. Many of you may be thinking, come on, how can I get hacked with a simple SMS? Let's see. And if they can hack me, they won't be able to do much to me, right? Well, if we have learned something in this channel is that cyber criminals have plenty of imagination to grab anything. Do not believe that these messages are super strange and that few people happens to them. In fact, virtually anyone who has a cell phone today is susceptible to something like this. In fact, I myself received a couple of days ago an SMS, a little strange, and obviously came from a person who did not want anything good for me. So thanks to that message, I said to myself, it would be interesting since I have a cybersecurity channel that will teach how they do these SMS and why they are so dangerous. And for that we have this video. I'm going to show you what types of SMS you might get and how they do it so you can learn how to protect yourselves. So yes, I'm going to show you the 3 types of SMS that you can get and how they usually do it or could do it. So I recommend that you stay until the end of the video, and if you like cyber informatics, of course you can subscribe or leave me a like on this video so that I know that you like this type of video. That said, let's get started. The first type of SMS is the rewarded SMS. In this SMS, we will receive a message saying that we have won a prize, either economic or that we have won any kind of thing, a mobile, a laptop, or whatever. In the same SMS, they will provide us with a link that they will ask us to click on. This link will open a form for us to fill in our contact details so that they can send us the prize. In reality, this type of hacking is the simplest and the one that affects us the least, because in reality, the only thing they do is to take our data and save them in their database to send us more spam in the future, use it themselves, or sell it to another company that is responsible for making this spam. But well, the fact is that once they have our data, they will not hesitate to bombard us by SMS, phone, or email with more advertising from other companies. The second type of SMS are SMS mails. In case you don't know, Correos is the public service for sending parcels and letters here in Spain. The thing is that a couple of days ago, I received an SMS from Correos that said something like, Mr. Perez, we have had a problem with the delivery of your package. Please click on the following link to find out why it cannot be delivered to you. It is true that it seems quite credible. In fact, if it were not for the fact that my last name was not Perez, I could have clicked on it, since the SMS sender had the word Correos, but obviously that message was not sent by Correos, since my name was not Perez and I was not expecting any package. What is clear is that somebody had been able to modify the sender, and they had facilitated me a link in which, of course, if I had entered, I would have seen an X publicity, or it would have directly infected my telephone. By the way, now that I say it, maybe it's time to talk about viruses and antivirus on cell phones, right? If you would like to read the video, please let me know in the comments because I want to hear about it. I have to confess that this type of SMS are quite credible. In fact, if it were not because I was not expecting a package and Perez did not call me, I do not know if I would have clicked or not. Another detail you can look at to see if they are trying to hack you or not is the URL, because normally if it is a real link, you will see the name of the company in the domain of the link. It is not going to be a super short link and a little strange. I do not know if you understand me. The third type of message is the subscription messages. I consider these messages to be the most dangerous because they directly touch your pocket. In this SMS, they tell you that this month they have already billed you for the service of whatever it is. They invent a service and tell you that you have been charged for it. The thing is that at the end of the SMS, they tell you that if you want to unsubscribe from the service, you should send a message to a specific number. What can happen here is that we send that message and we are unsubscribing from a service. In fact, what we are doing is the opposite. We are sending an SMS to unsubscribe from a subscription service, whether it is a game or anything else they can charge you for. In fact, the most dangerous thing about this is that you will not realize until you get the phone bill in which you see that you have been charged for a subscription service. So if you have any doubts about any SMS you have and receive, please call your phone company first. And if they can't help you, look for your SMS on the internet. You will see that you won't be the first person to be scammed in this way. Remember that the internet is your friend if you use it well. I don't know if you have noticed, but these SMS are based on the same thing, impersonating someone they are not, and offering you a link or a way to hack you. Now that we know how they can attack us, we need to know how they do it. So if you are interested, let's get to it. Let's start at the beginning, and what you have to be clear about is that these SMS are not sent by a physical person. It would be absurd. Imagine, these messages are sent to thousands of people. Do not imagine a person on your couch there writing SMS like crazy. To do these things, there are companies that are dedicated to sending SMS. This way, you can send the same SMS to many people. In fact, if you search the internet, you will find many companies that are dedicated to this. And the truth is that it is a legal service and quite useful if used as it should. Normally, these services are used in businesses to notify your customers that you have the car ready in the workshop, or that you have an appointment at the hairdresser or any kind of thing. To avoid having to write it by hand, there are these types of companies that are responsible for sending SMS. Usually, these SMS companies offer you an API so that you can use their services. And here you may ask yourself, Borja, I don't know what you are talking about an API. I don't understand you. Well, as I say that these companies offer you an API, I say that they offer you a system to communicate those SMS services with a program. You can integrate it into a program of yours made by you. In a very simple way, you could make a program that every day or every minute or every time you want to tell this service, hey, send an SMS to this person with this message and telling him that I am such and such sender. For this, you may be thinking, well, Borja, but for this you have to know how to program. It can't be so easy to make a program like this. Well, let me tell you that it is not that complicated either. Keep in mind that what these SMS companies are interested in is that you use their services, so they will make it as easy as possible for you to start using it as soon as possible. In fact, most of the best-known companies offer on their website a very well-explained documentation on how to do it. And in fact, if you don't know how to program, they also give you a code that you can copy and paste, and it will practically work for you. Obviously, it would be a very clumsy and inefficient program, but it would work. You copy and paste, and that's it. If we review the documentation of one of these companies, we see how clearly, when we use their system to send SMS, we can not only indicate to whom we want it to go and what we want the message to be. The system leaves a free field for you to enter the sender's number, sender number or name included, so that if in that field you write mail or government of Spain or government of Mexico or mom or dad or whatever, that is the SMS that person will receive. This is how they impersonate someone's identity. Now that you know this, the only thing you should do is to make a very large list of numbers that you can buy or search online and start sending SMS that are more or less credible so that they can fall into the trap. It may seem a little crazy to you that it is that easy to forge the sender of an SMS, but keep in mind that we are talking about technology that was invented in the early 90s, so security was not very well thought out. You have to look at everything in context. So, do not trust the SMS you receive, much less if they contain a link and tell you to enter that URL to do whatever. Of course, much less if you are asked to reply to that message with another message, because you know that you can subscribe to some service or you can be charged directly SMS at an exorbitant price. The point is to investigate the SMS that you receive. Do not trust any of them. Many times by investing 5 minutes, you can save yourself a lot of headaches. And so much for today's video. I hope that today you have learned a little more about computer security. And if you want to continue learning, here I leave my channel for you to subscribe. And if you want to see another video as interesting or more, here I leave another video for you to continue learning. See you in the next video. Bye.